Burt Blackarach, ladies and gentlemen.
Who?
Best name in showbiz.
You know, I got stoned one day.
All great stories start like that.
It came to me at night, and I said, no, I'm fucking out of my mind. I woke up in the morning and said, that's it.
Boom, baby.
That's it. I'm running with it.
Same with Who's the Ross. It came out, smoked a big old fatty, came up with that name, put it online. By evening, Tony Danza was at my door, and he was fucking pissed.
I ate an edible, went to bed, and woke up Florence Whitingale.
Well,
Dax, don't put a hat on that.
Well, my alter ego was Lou for Negro.
I wish I hadn't said Kurt Crackerwack in the monologue. Unshazamable.
Yes.
Sold out one-man show at Dynasty Typewriter. Tell us about the show. Tell us about the show.
Unshazamable. I've got a catalog of music. I grew up in the music business. My father, my mother, pioneers, and we had a recording studio in our house. Hasn't been a day in my life there hasn't been a recording studio. So in the 70s, my dad put a studio together, and I grew up around all the famous people, all the best musicians in the world would come to our house. My dad was a prolific songwriter, all these songs that he had, so he'd get them he'd come over and say, hey, come over, I want to record this song. So I've got all these tapes that I found. After he died, all these people started coming to me saying, hey, I got tapes. Do you want them? I'm like, fuck yeah, I want them. Right? And I start listening to them. I'm thinking, these fucking tapes are incredible. What's going on here? And I realized it's all the greatest musicians in the world. It's the drummer from the Bee Gees, the bass player from Aretha Franklin, Van Nuys alum Toto would hang out at our house all the time. So I got Toto
Van Nuys
demos.
represent.
Van Nuys, Paula Abdul. Leave It to Beaver, Tony Dow. There's a lot of them. So I do a show based around these songs that you can't Shazam. You get your phone out, your app, and you can't Shazam them. But I tell stories behind them. I'll play a few songs and say, oh, I remember this song. They were making this when I was playing video games with Rick James in my bedroom.
I was just going to ask about that. I saw a preview of somebody that worked from the show, and you told this story about Rick James. You said, you're playing video games, and Rick James would just come over. Now, for a lot of us, it was the Charlie Murphy stories, you know, and Dave Chappelle doing like, Rick James, bitch.
Right.
What was your experience like? How does it differ?
He's the nicest guy. He's one of the nicest people I remember. Richie Havens was super nice.
Do you have a favorite game that you would like when you play video games?
In television, man. We played in television baseball. We played B-17 Bomber, the track and field game. The television.
Who would win, you or him?
I don't know. I was 9 years old.
Oh, I thought it was I don't know because Rick would slip me something, and man, we'd go into outer space. All right.
But it's funny having him knock on your door, like, what are you guys doing?
Is he hyped like he comes to kick the...
Time
to play a video game!
He was not like that. He was a really genuine, heartfelt, passionate. He was a really cool guy. My dad was broke, homeless, pretty much, and Rick bought him a car so he can get around in like '85. I mean, even if you see all the like crazy stories with Rick, there's always this underlying of love. You know, when the Rick James bitch, right? He kicks him, but then he comes back, apologizes.
That's true.
I didn't mean that. He was a nice guy. He was really nice.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
My wife was telling me a story because her dad was a monster in the business too, and her dad had a cell phone, had a car phone like in 78.
Damn.
And didn't Prince call?
Jesus. No, Rick James called to bitch about Prince.
Right.
So Rick James called a bitch about Prince.
Yeah. Who's this motherfucker?
I'm Rick James bitching.
In 78.
This motherfucker's stealing my style.
Yep.
Basically.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.